Hey guys, welcome to another lunchtime review. Today, I'm going to try this mushroom risotto. It's risotto with mushrooms, white wine, and Parmesan cheese. This is by Chef Ramsay, so it's a Chef Ramsay meal. It is a 10 ounce or 283 grams. Should be interesting because this is like one of his signature meals is the risotto. So this one we bought at Walmart. That's where they're selling all these. It was $5.94. A little expensive, but we'll see if it's worth it. 320 calories for the bowl. A rich creamy risotto with a hearty mix of portobello mushrooms, caramelized onions, and tender or burrito rice, delicately combined with white wine and finished with Parmesan cheese and chives. So microwave directions. So we're going to place the bowl in the microwave and cook for 3 minutes. Keep the film sealed so you don't peel it or vent it or anything. Remove bowl from the microwave, carefully lift film and stir gently. Microwave for an additional 2 minutes. I'm assuming you recover it until it reaches 165 and let it sit for 1 to 2 minutes. So we're not going to vent it at first. We're going to peel back the cover, stir it, kind of fluff it, and then put it back in for 2 minutes. So let's see what it looks like. We turn you down a little bit. Okay. That's what it looks like. You really can't see anything. It's kind of got an ice seal on there, paper bowl, big piece of plastic. So I'm going to get this in the microwave. I'm not going to vent it, and I'll be back. Okay, so here it is out of the microwave. I have not stirred it the second time, but it has set for a minute or two. It's a very strong, like mushroom smell, like that earthy mushroom smell. It feels kind of pasty and thick. I know it's got cheese in it, but it's also got rice, and rice can get pretty pasty. We'll see. We'll see what it's like. I don't know. I'm going to reserve judgment until I actually taste it. So I'm going to take this over the table, let it cool off for a minute, and I'll be right back. All right, I gave it a minute to cool off. Not very long because it's rice, so it's not going to take. It's going to cool off pretty fast. So here's a bite. I'm assuming I got everything in there because it's all kind of clumped together, so there's no picking out individual parts. So here we go. It's very cheesy. A lot more cheese in here than I would have thought. I didn't know there was that much cheese in it, but there's actually, when I said it was kind of clumped together, I think that's in part by the cheese. It's not because the rice is sticky and clumpy, because the rice seems to be individual rice pieces, so it doesn't seem like that's clumpy, but it does seem like the cheese is very like a stringy actual cheese, not a cheese sauce or a fake cheese or a powdered cheese or anything like that. It's actual cheese. There's also some green in there. I'm assuming that's just a little dressing with like onion or parsley or who knows. Oh, chives. It does say chives. So those are the little green pieces of the chives. I've never had risotto before. I've had plenty of rice meals though, and the rice on this is plenty tender enough. It's very tender. The rice is cooked well. Like I said, it's not sticky or clumped together. It's not hard. The rice is cooked really well. The mushrooms are very tender as well. You get that little, mushrooms should have just a little bit of a, not quite rubbery, but they should have a little chew to them. As the texture, these have that. They have that little bit of a chew to it, and the mushrooms are pretty small, so they're not like they're big hunks. Actually, I like bigger hunks of mushrooms. I know a lot of people do not like that. Yeah, the cheese definitely makes it a little more clumpy and stuck together. So texture-wise, I like everything in there. I got a little onion just now. It's very well caramelized. It's cooked. It's not raw, crunchy onion. It's got a little crunch to it, but it's not like a raw onion, which is really nice. One thing I think is interesting about the flavor, even though it's got all that cheese in it, I really don't taste cheese. I mean, it's not the main flavor. I mean, I definitely taste cheese, but I don't. That's not the main flavor. And honestly, I get the mushroom flavor, but the mushroom flavor again, it's not overpowering. It's there, but it's not like all mushrooms. It's not really like earthy, like dirt, like earth. It's not that kind of flavor like some mushrooms give you. This is it's a very well balanced meal. It really is. You get the flavor of the rice, you get the mushrooms, you get the onions, you get some of the, you get the cheese flavor mixed in there. So everything's pretty well balanced. I think the strongest flavor is probably the mushrooms, but again, it's not overpowering because it is balanced well with the cheese and the rice and stuff. Overall, I like it. This would never be a meal that I would necessarily order out. Well, I would order, if it was like this, out. Now, if it's just got a little bit of cheese on it, it would be fine. But the cheese in this really does like clump it, makes it big, like a thick kind of clumped together meal. And you can see if I were to put some on a fork and just kind of, it just kind of sticks together. It's not, it's like oatmeal. And that's the cheese binding it all together. That texture's it's not super off-putting, but it is a little off-putting. It's a very thick, pasty kind of, I don't want to say pasty, it's just thick, like oatmeal. I'm gonna give this meal, I do like the flavors, I do like the balance, it's very, very well done, but I'm gonna give it like, I don't know, it's the texture for me, it's more than anything. I'm debating 3.5 or a 4. I'm leaning between those two. I think I'm gonna give it a 3.5. The flavors are not like awesome. They're good, but they're not the best flavors ever. And that texture really does kind of, is a little off-putting for me. So if you want to try this and you like rice and you like mushrooms, I think you'll like it because it's pretty well balanced. And like I said, the flavors nothing is like overpowering. But if that thick, clumpy kind of texture doesn't bother you, then you'll enjoy this. So anyway, I'm gonna eat it for sure. I like it. It's just I don't love it. And if it had been a little more loose, or the cheese maybe had not been so stuck together, I may have liked it better. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Quick follow-up. I was looking at the box again, just kind of reading through it, and I forgot it had white wine sauce in there. You don't taste the wine really. I mean, I'm sure the white wine adds to the overall flavor, and it's probably one of those flavors mixed with the mushrooms and the cheese and stuff that I'm getting. But it doesn't stand out as, ooh, that's wine. It's not that kind of flavor. It's not like sour or bitter or anything like that. It's not an overpowering flavor, but it just, like I said, everything in here is very well balanced. Flavor-wise, it's really, really good. It's just the textures for me is still off. But yeah, just wanted to bring that up just in case someone said, what about the wine? It's in there, but it's not a main flavor. It doesn't like stand out or anything. So anyway.